everyone, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119, also harbachelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. So first off, a customer, actually not even a customer, I guess a patron, someone that watches me on YouTube, sent me this cup. Thank you. I've been meaning to put it in my videos. I've just been so busy, got so much stuff going on. He actually had a good idea. You know, people should, he said, you should ask for people to send you cups from all over the place. So if you guys want to send me a cup and you want me to show it on my workbench, go ahead and send me a cup. My ship to address is on amprepairguy.com under pack and ship info, and I'll use it for screws or maybe coffee or whatever. So okay, so we have a Heathkit SB220 here on the bench. Nice gentleman from Boston brought it down. Really cool guy, nice guy, super nice guy, and wants me to go through it. He wants the soft key. I told him he can buy one online for less, but he wants one put in, so the customer gets what they want. Needs a new fan. This one is pretty tight, so it's just gonna make it needs to be replaced. It's gonna make noise. So check the SO239s, they're okay. I'm gonna change the cap, do the self-bias mod. We correct this lead connection right here, very poorly done. Most of the solder is actually attached to the enamel, just a hair to the actual exposed surface of the copper. So take care of that. Ground the grid, split strap. This thing is crazy dusty, so I have to go get a couple cans of compressed air. It's going to get the Harbach metering board, Harbach filter cap board, excuse me. I need a plate blocker. I'm going to change the strap with the proper strap. That's not the right one. Plate tune, air variable cap looks okay. Load one looks okay. Band switch looks okay. Oh man, this is so dusty. Dusty. It's getting a brand new set of Pentalab tubes. Awesome company. I'll clean all the contacts, the input rotor switch, band switch, TR/bias relay contacts with deoxit gold. And I might need to tweak the 10-meter input. He said he definitely wants that done, so the whole front panel will have to come off. I wish they made it easier. I wish it was on the back or like a more accessible area. So the meters have to be disconnected, all the knobs come off, and yeah, it's just a pain. I'll re-enable the crowbar circuit. It's not touching. You always want this enabled, because if you have the cover off, you want there to be a short. You don't, it's just, you don't ever want to turn around like that. But I mean, it's just too easy to get electrocuted. You want that safety there to protect you, to save your life. It's missing a screw right there. Replace that. Okay, so I'm going to get to work. I will see you guys in a bit. This is going to be a very long day. Okay. I'm going to turn my music on and put some good tunes on and get in the zone. Okay, see you guys soon. So I worked on this all yesterday. It's now Thursday. Just needed so much. Also had to mess with the 10-meter input and then the 15-meter input after I put it all together. Realized the wire wasn't soldered. I pre-tested all the bands before I put the front panel back on. And the wire was disconnected from the 15-meter input, so it was just wrapped around. It wasn't soldered. So took it back off, soldered it. Okay, so went to test it and figured out that there's an issue with the band switch, even though it looks fine. But look ever so closely, you'll see some carbon. So it was arcing. So I'm gonna pull the coils out and I'm gonna change the band switch. So fun. Brand new one from Harbach with brand new stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. See you guys soon. Okay, so I have the coil out. This wire right here had a cold solder joint. It's kind of crimped, but it was moving around, so it's resoldered, and the lead was almost touching the adjacent turn. This one is almost touching the adjacent turn, so I'm going to fix that, resolder it. So, okay, see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Okay, so I fixed the solder joints, resecured the solid wire, put some super glue on it. Okay, so I'm going to reinstall it. The switch is in. See you guys soon. Okay, so we're finally back with the completed SB220. Customer wants to see it working on 20 meters, wire for 120. I have a lot of voltage drop here on the 120 line because of the AC and everything, so getting about 1200 out with 100 watts in. Here are the settings. Lower voltage setting right now. Radio set to 100 watts. 2500 watt slug. So between the 1 and the 15 is 1250. It's a genuine bird meter, genuine bird slug, genuine bird PP kit going into a genuine bird dummy load. Go ahead and keep the radio. Oh, wait, actually, key the amp. Audio hello, hello, hello. Audio hello, hello. About 800 or so on the lower voltage setting. Audio hello, hello, hello. See, the voltage is dropping down a bunch because of the because it's on 120. Okay, switch it to the higher voltage setting. Never ever switch that under load. Audio hello, audio hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Almost 1250. Hello, hello, hello. Amps rated for 1200. Audio hello, 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 hello. Audio. Audio. A lot of voltage drop there. Okay, so I'll show you the relative power. Audio. Grid current. Audio. Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to test the other bands, and then I will be back with the inside. See you guys soon. So I'm back with the inside. I'll show you everything I did. Okay, so I had to take the front panel off to do the 10 meter input, and then I checked all the other ones. They were fine. Put the front panel back on, went to test it, and 15 meter input was off the chart. So I took the front panel off again, and I just basically biased it on. I didn't test it for output at that point. Just had my analyzer connected. Then it was like through the roof, and took the front panel off. And one of the leads for the mica caps wasn't soldered. It was just wrapped around and just popped off, so I fixed that. So I always tune them cold, and you know, when you do it that way with 50 ohm resistor between the cathode of the tube at the bottom of the socket to ground with the tubes installed, and then I manually engage the TR/bias relay underneath, and I feed it with my analyzer. I can get it down flat or pretty close to flat, and then it goes up a hair when you actually, you know, bias it on, when it's, you know, producing RF biased on, or you know, the cathode impedance will change a bit when the you know, the harder you drive it. So, but it's pretty close, and that's the much safer way to do it. I don't have the panel off and mess with them. It's just not worth my life. Okay, so it's just such a minimal difference. So that's all set. Tighten up on the nuts, the internal nuts, outer nuts, new meter lamp bulbs, new Harbach filter cap board kit, new Harbach metering board kit, cleaned the dust off of all the stuff, blew it all out, and wiped everything off of the, you know, the areas where there could be high voltage leakage. Didn't want it to flash. It was just such a thick layer of dust. New pair 6 suppressor assemblies, new plate blocking cap, plate tune cap was okay, brand new band switch, fixed the solder joints on the coil, brand new Harbach fan, new strap, and okay, so there's something weird here. The cover, the holes in the cover did not line up with this hole, this hole, this hole, this hole. So I actually had to drill 4 new holes. They were like way off. So I don't know if these side panels were off something else, or if they were drilled wrong or something, but it also has these extra holes here. I don't know what that's about. So Okay, so I'm going to flip it over and I'll show you the bottom. And the customer bought a brand new set of Amperex tubes. I had 2 sets of these in stock. They're owned by Penta. I have 1 more set in stock. So he's local guys. He just wanted to be able to have me put the tubes in and not have to wait for a set of tubes. This had really old iMacs in it, so the writing was gone. So he wanted a new set of tubes. It needed a new set of tubes, so he wanted the Amperex ones. Okay, so I'll flip it over and I'll show you the bottom. See you guys soon. I also wiped the doorknob off. Any point where high voltage could end up with leakage to the chassis, which could end up arcing at some point. So it just took a lot of time. Okay, see you soon. Almost forgot the series glitch resistor. Okay, so I'll flip it over and show you the bottom. So here's the bottom. I fixed the filament connections, grounded the grid connections to the chassis, Harbach soft key. Let's see what else. SO239s are okay, so I left those alone. Did the self-bias modification. The lead for the feed through was almost touching the output connection here in the relay. It was like taper width thickness close. So took care of that. Got rid of the washers between the plate tune air variable capacitor and the chassis, and I put new screws and cap nuts in to secure them. I also had the wrong meter. I'm sorry, I apologize. The wrong front panel screws, so I put the right ones in. Brand new electrolytic cap. Some of these connections were popping off, so I reconnected them and zip tied everything nice. I always solder and heat shrink the leads for the new Harbach fan, and I think that's about it. So if you need an amp repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. That's 203-892-4119. Websites are amprepairguy.com and also harbachelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe.